Good morning, welcome to a video with a walk with Coffee Neil, and today I'm at a place called Surprise Views, which is on the outskirts of Sheffield on the way to Castleton. So I am going to have a walk to Hathersage, and I am probably more than likely going to get very lost. So I'm walking up there, don't look much, but I promise you when you get to the top it is sensational, and I'll show you in a moment. See, I told you I'd get a bit lost on track. I can see a guy there walking up there, but he's took the most difficult way and I followed him, which isn't the greatest thing to do. The other two ladies you saw walked the other way, which were flat, which was the more clever thing to do. Actually, their route didn't work either, because they're only a couple of yards in front of me again now. So they've just walked round and ended up in the same place. Not a bad first view, is it? I'm not even at the top yet, but that's my first view. So look at that. Don't know what it is, but it looks pretty cool. That's from the other angle. I've got to walk up there. However, that is definitely the long way around, but it's all good because I've got quite a lot of time today. So one thing I forgot to tell you is today I'm aiming to do 25,000 steps, because next week I plan to do 7 days in a row, 25,000 steps per day in that 7 days. So I'm getting some practice in today. So far I'm on less than 2,000, so it's not going well. So where you can see the houses down there, I'm going to walk down there and grab a coffee hopefully. So I 100% do not know where I am. I can go over there, but I'm pretty sure that leads me away from where I want to go, or I can go over the other side, but we'll see. Do you know what? Actually, I do know where I am, because I can see the footpath where I came last time. However, I don't know how I get to that footpath. So I want to get down there on that footpath. However, as you can see, I'm quite far away, but we'll figure it out. We've got all day. At least I'm down there before it's dark, I'll be fine. And then that's another view you get. There's some great views around here. So as you can see, this is what I've walked up. Actually going to walk back down to the car because it's quite warm, so I'm going to take my coat off and then walk down to Hathersage. And I'll be surprised by the end of this video if I've not broke my leg, because injury prone people and bad planning like footwear etc ain't always the greatest, and that's me all over. Pretty big dip down there. So I put coat back in car. It's quite warm, hopefully it don't rain now. But like as I was saying before, when you walk up here it just looks like where am I going, but when you get to the top then you're in for a nice surprise, hence the name Surprise Views. But when you're aiming for 25,000 steps today and you're not even on 4,000 and you're already knackered, it's not a good sign, is it? So that's where I did walk from before. It's quite far away actually from where I am now. So when you do get up here, that's the view you're getting. Absolutely beautiful. It's nice that the sun's out as well today. So I am by main road now. I'm walking down. However, the views even by the main road are pretty incredible. Look at that. That's sensational. Then I've just come to this beautiful looking pub, the Milestone. I reckon it'd be packed in summer in there. So that's the view from the beer garden here at the Milestone. I've just seen that it sells coffee in there, so I might grab one and then walk down to Hathersage with it. Because anyone knows me knows I can get through 4 or 5 coffees a day. So, and I haven't had one yet, so I think I deserve one now, so I'm gonna get one. So, got my coffee, £3. Got it from the Milestone, and I'm gonna walk into Hathersage Village and grab another coffee and probably a bite to eat, because I hadn't ate all day, starving now. So So as I'm walking down, you can see the traffic's quite heavy. Luckily, it stopped a little bit. Spoke too soon. I really need a shave and an haircut, but today I can't be bothered. So as I'm continuing my walk down with this really nice coffee, by the way, this is the view I'm getting, really nice. So the coffee is really, really good. I'm going to give you a review of it shortly. However, I've nearly finished it and the road's getting quite busy. So when I'm in a quieter place, I'll give you a review of that. You know I love a quirky building, and there's one on my walk down. So as you can see, the houses are getting closer. So that must mean I'm very close to the village now. Still no idea, like, but I think I'm not far away now. Quite like this. Tells you Castleton's 6 miles away. Chapel in the Firth is 12 miles away. And round on the other side, Sheffield, where I'll head back to later, 10 miles away. And I've arrived in the village of Hathersage. I think it's a village anyway. So you know I love a church building. This is their Methodist church. However, obviously the bright sunshine means I can't get the greatest picture of it. Quite unique as well. There, you can read that. So I'll just tell you about the coffee from Milestone Pub. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. You know, it was just what I needed. It was £3, nice and warm, made from fresh coffee beans. And normally when you go to a pub and get a coffee, you know, they're standard, they're all right, but that was amazing. And it deserves a 10, and the interior inside was great too. I've just seen another bar and restaurant called Bankhouse here in Hathersage, so I might give that a go because that looks all swanky and all that. Yeah, I've just come across this little stream which makes things very scenic too, and there's a cracking pub across the road. The building's amazing. So look at that for a building. The pub's called the George. That is spectacular, that building. So I've come up Main Road and started walking down here, and just by the stream you can see some what look like pretty good buildings down there, but hopefully they're not people's houses. If they are, I won't film it. If they're not, then I will. So look at that for a building. I think it's part of a farm. Somebody's definitely living there, that's what I do know. A lot of chickens there, so I'm guessing it's some sort of farm. Who knows? Then you come to this. I could walk down there, but I feel like I might get lost if I walk down there. But I might just walk down there a few hundred yards and see what I find. So I come to a place called Neverall Farm. So I'm going to turn back round because I have got plans later. And I feel like the further and further away I get, the more and more likely it is I'm going to get lost. Which, if you've watched my videos a lot, then you know I get lost a lot. So I am still glad I walked down here because obviously it's very scenic, it's very peaceful, very chilled. Just what you need sometimes is just a nice, quiet environment. Obviously the village of Hathersage is very nice where all the shops are, but the roads are very busy. So that's why I decided to park up at Surprise Views and walk down. I mean, the parking, to be fair, was only £4.75 for all day. So I thought that was pretty impressive. I think that's fair. Plus, you've got to remember that money goes to maintaining places like that. So I think it's important you pay it and don't try and dodge it by parking on the road just for a free park. I absolutely love the sound of water as well. Do you know when it's running down on the stream? I absolutely love the sound of it. So I was just taking a picture of a nice building behind me, and then a big delivery lorry come and pulled in front of it and ruined it. Very annoying. So I've started walking onto the church, the Catholic church grounds. So I'm going to have a quick look around here and see if there's any like great scenery. So that's the first thing you come to. And when you look round, nice little stream there, nice trees, very well maintained. So the grounds are very clean, which is always good and well looked after. And then you can't go any further because all the gates locked. That's all right. Good building though. So I've just seen a sign for an open air swimming pool 200 yards away. I doubt that's open, but I'm gonna walk up and check it out and see if it is. And you found the swimming pool, but that's very nice, isn't it, when you look across up there. So the swimming pool is actually open, which is pretty cool. The cafe around the corner is rammed as well. So you can see the better angle this time of the swimming pool, what's open. Outdoor pool. It's last day in February, by the way, so I hope it's an heated pool. So I'm definitely ready for this. Starving, not at all day. So this is the place I've just been for eggs and toast and a coffee. Really friendly staff. Old school inside, but very nice, very friendly. I'll rate that 8.5 out of 10. It weighed £10, which is quite expensive for eggs and toast and a coffee, but we're in a nice part of the world at the moment, so you don't mind paying that bit extra. So I am past halfway with the steps, so I am past 12,500 now, and I reckon it's at least 7,000 steps to get back to the car, so that'll put me on the good path. However, it feels like it's going to rain, which really won't be good because it's going to take me at least half an hour to get back up, if not longer. So I was going to come in here, however I've sort of run out of time now, so I'm going to head back up to the car. But tell a lie, I haven't run out of time. It's just, I feel like it's going to pour down the rain. And I've only just ate and had another coffee, so I don't need another coffee 30 seconds after I've just had the last one. The challenge now is everything's all uphill. Oh dear. Walked down this side road and found a pub called the Scotsman's Pack. Looks a pretty cool pub. So obviously it looks very scenic behind me. Obviously my hair also ruins this shot, but I don't want to get lost. Well, I will get lost, but I don't want to get more lost. So I'm parked up at top of there somewhere, so I'll give it half an hour. Hopefully I'll be back up there. Must be great living around here when that's your scenery. Just taking another minute to appreciate the views. So a cool little building here. I saw some people walk up here earlier, so I'm going to give this a go and see where I end up. So just as I was filming that and saying that, a lady behind me then just smiled at me as though she was like, "You're going to get lost if you go up there." But I get lost everywhere, so what's new? So this is what I'm walking up. Feels like I'm back in Cotswolds here. And I'm just walking out road to nowhere. But if I'm walking uphill, surely that's going to put me somewhere near where I want to be. But we'll see. So I'm here. And no idea where I am. And I'm on about 14,000 steps now. So 11,000 to go. So I didn't actually give you a rating of the cafe, did I? However, I think it were about an 8 out of 10. The food were good, the coffee was okay. Weren't as good as the pub coffee, but the coffee was still, you know, nice enough. The price was a bit steep, but like I said before, you expect to pay it in these places, so I'm pretty happy with it, 8 out of 10. And I'll definitely go back there at some point. So basically my plan is, if I keep parallel to the main road, I'll get back to where I want to go. How long that's going to take me, nobody knows. Oh well. At least I'm having fun. Really need to start learning to wear the correct footwear when I'm walking up places like this, don't I? So walking up here, still no idea where I am, but this is where I am at the moment. I can't see that main road actually, which is a bit concerning, but I'll find my way back no doubt. However, there we are, look. That's where I was stood first thing this morning. Don't know how you get there, but at least it's in my eye line. So I wonder if that's like Hathersage, that direction. Obviously, because Surprise Views is over there, and I was telling somebody earlier that Hathersage were only 3.5 miles away, so I wonder if that's it, because that's the way up to Whirlow as well. So quite possibly. No idea, like, just making things up as I go along. So, looks like somebody lives there, and it looks like castle converted into an house, which is pretty cool. So I am trying to get to the top of there, but still no clue how I'm going to get to the top of there. So I've got two options. One option is I walk up here. So I go through that gate, walk up there, and my destination is there. Or I walk down here, get to the main road and actually know where I'm going. I think I'm going to opt for this one, because the last time I went, I tried to do that one, it didn't end well. So I've opted to go this way, down the road. There's no footpath, cars are flying up and down about 70-80 mile an hour, so I might get splattered, but you know, it's just a risk I'm going to have to take. So I'm no longer lost, I'm back on the right track. I just don't really know how far up I am, but at least I know where I am. That's a bonus. Love all these streams you find around here. Didn't notice that one earlier. The view actually looks better for me than it does on the camera, but it's still so nice. I'm almost back at Surprise Views. It took a lot longer than I expected, mainly because I went the different way and also that it was all uphill, and now I'm losing breath. I mean, I'm losing breath at 2,500 steps, so now at about 17,000 steps, of course I'm losing breath. I mean, that looks really cool. I didn't really notice that on the way down. So that's where I've just walked up from. Beautiful. Been a nice walk actually. So I am going to get back to the car and head towards Hillsborough now for the football. But the video's not going to finish just yet because I don't want to finish it until I hit the 25,000 step mark. So that could be any time. So we'll see how we're going. It's around about 18,000 at the minute. Just got to take these views in. The more you look, the better they get. So I am back at car park now. I've enjoyed being here, and we'll see where I go next. Because I've still got to get, what, I don't know, 6,000-7,000 steps still in. So I didn't go over that side. I've been over before. It's nice enough, but I don't think the most scenic views are right there. I think they're a bit further down from there, so I'm going to give that a miss today. So, because I'm still trying to get them steps in, I've stopped off at Whirlow on my way back, so I'm just walking up Whirlow Brook Park. Never been here before. It'll be a short visit, just to get an extra 2,000 or 3,000 steps in on my way, but we'll see what this is like. And obviously this were only, I don't know, 10 minutes drive from where I've just been. So let's see what this is all about. So I'm guessing it's going to be really nice because Whirlow is a really, really expensive part of Sheffield to live in. Like probably the most upmarket place. So I can't imagine this being very shabby, can you? And I did get parked on the road for free, so that's pretty good. Always handy to save a little bit of money, even if it's only a couple of quid. So as I'm walking up, you walk by the river. Look how dirty the water is. That's probably part of River Don. I'm not 100% sure if it is or not, but I'm saying it possibly might be. It's another stream, look. Seems to be the theme of this video today. All cool. Cool cafe there as well. Not ready for another coffee yet though. So I knew I wouldn't be disappointed when I walked up here. Cracking building. Don't know what it is like, but it's a great building. Nice clear footpath as well. So I imagine in the spring, when all the leaves start growing and all that sort of stuff, this looks really nice. At the minute, it doesn't look great, but it looks okay. But I imagine it will look very nice come spring. So I'm guessing it's quite scenic up there. Shall we have a quick glance? It's a bit too muddy to continue to walk up here, especially as I'm heading out now as well. So I'll walk back down to the car. So the building I showed you, that's the other side, and it's the Whirlow Brook house. So I'm guessing it's used for like weddings and things like that, which you probably need quite a lot of money to book here. So I am going to head down here. So it looks quite interesting actually, and I'm sure this takes me back to where I want to go anyway. So I think this place would be really nice to come in summer. So I might revisit this place in summer because I'm only here for 10-15 minutes just getting a few extra 1,000 steps in. It's a nice dirty lake if you fancy a dip. It's just a joke. Nobody's going to go swimming in there either, are they? I mean, the ducks don't even want to go in there. So it is amazing how much cleaner this little bit looks. Don't you just love these features in like country parks and stuff when you come across them? That's really cool. I spotted that at the corner of my eye when I were at top of hill. Really like it. So I've reached Hillsborough now. Like 4 hours till kick-off, so just going to go down to Costa, do a little bit of work on my laptop, check back in once I've reached 25,000 steps, unless there's some more interesting footage to show you. I've shown you around here, so there's a video for that if you want to check this one out, that one out. So I finally reached 25,000 steps, so I'm going to head off to match and say I'll love you and leave you. Thanks for watching and hope to see you on the next one. Have a good weekend all.